Tiara Bower. Heat 1. Tiara was 3 minutes and 3/10 in prelims. This is one of the few distances that she did not swim freestyle in para nationals. Swam 50, 100, and 400. Her lifetime best is a little under 3 minutes. That time is a couple years old. And she's on track for maybe a little over 3 minutes. Been a long, full day. She swam both 200 free and 100 back prelims. It's a lot of energy spent this morning. And let's bring Tiara home here, everybody, to get her under 3:10. The arms may be heavy, but the heart is big. Now she's kicking it in, bringing up the legs, and look at that turnover. And a great last 50 and 3:03.5, a nice swim. Tiara Bower. Next up is event number 9, women's 200-meter freestyle. This is the final reserved for the 18 and unders, the D final. In lane 1, Lindsay Forbaugh, FMC. In lane 2 is her teammate, Kylie Thompson. Lane 3, Macy Malinsky, Aquajets. Lane 4, Sylvia Deladuca, Nutrier. Lane 5, Grayson Andreen, Aquajets. Lane 6, Rachel Brzezinski, Waukesha Express. Lane 7, Corinna Miller, FMC. And lane 8, Margaret Litzau of Nutrier. At the 100, it's going to be Grayson and Macy together. Grayson had a nice second 100 this morning, coming back into 106. And Grayson looking really good coming home. And a 2:07.9. Just missing that futures cut. Really nice swim for Grayson Andreen. And now the C final. In lane 1, Sarah Polinkovich, FMC. Lane 2, Ava Isnes, YMCA of the Chippewa Valley. Lane 3, Lexi Tippy, Storm. Lane 4, Sarah Weedoff of Lake Country. Lane 5, Jane Johnson, Elmbrook. Lane 6, Kenzie Henrik, Sioux Falls. Lane 7, Jenna Kerr of Iowa. And lane 8, Maren Heitzman from Edina. At the 100, the whole batch of 102s. We could see some futures cuts out of this. 102, 105, not out of the realm. Jenna Kerr of Iowa over in lane 7. But things are tightening up here. Lexi Tippy of Storm at the flags, looking good. And there it is, Lexi Tippy, 2:07.84. 5/100ths of a second away. We'll get it next time, Lexi. And now let's meet the swimmers in the B final. Swimming in lane 1, Ava Goodnow, the University of Minnesota. Lane 2, Catherine Miller of Blackline. Lane 3, Gabrielle Aaron of South Dakota. Lane 4, Lydia Cameron, Edina. Lane 5, Grayson Hooper of Edina, of Iowa Grayson's from Iowa Flyers. In lane 6, Anna Farley of Edina. Lane 7, Ellie Bina, North Suburban. And lane 8, Emmy Meyer, Waukesha. Consolation final. We had 3 futures cuts this morning out of Gabrielle, Lydia, and Grayson. Looks like Lydia and Grayson are going to lead the pack to the wall at the halfway. Ava Goodnow right behind in lane 1. 60.5 for Lydia. Ava was out pretty good this morning as well. Things got a little soggy in that last 100. And Grayson with just a little bitty lead. Both she and Lydia swimming really well. Now Lydia turning it on a little bit. At the flags, it's Grayson. At the wall, it's Grayson, 2:05.60. Gabrielle improves on her cut time. Catherine Miller with a cut. Congratulations, Catherine. And now let's meet the swimmers in the championship final of the women's 200 freestyle. Swimming in lane 1 out of Schrader and Dickinson. In lane 2 for the Iowa Flyers, Jade Roger. In lane 3 from Reach Aquatics, Ellie Patla. In lane 4 is our top qualifier from Edina, Adeline Biegler. In lane 5, our 200 butterfly champion from the University of Minnesota, Katie McCarthy. In lane 6 from Iowa, Nora Kemp. In lane 7 from Edina, Katie's friend Libby McCarthy. And in lane 8 from Waukee, Charlotte Qualley. Championship final. Adeline Biegler, one of the top sprinters in Minnesota. So we expect some early speed from her. But she and Katie only 100th apart. Katie's going out after this. Katie, one of the top 400 IMers and distance freestylers in the Big Ten. Should have a good second half. Milestone swim under 2 minutes would be a 58 mid. Katie 59 flat, so only a whisker off a pace. Senior national cut, 201.19. And here comes Katie. Nora Kemp of Iowa. Adeline Biegler locked in a duel here for the silver medal. And 201.19 for Katie. 201.82 for Adeline. Nice swims. Our next event, the men's 2 free. Here is the D final. Again, the D final for 18 and under. And in lane 1, William Keenan of Schrader. Lane 2, Teddy Chase of Hinsdale. Lane 3, Tyler Kay, Sioux Falls. Lane 4, Ben Pye, Aquajets. Lane 5, Matthew Ferguson of FMC. Lane 6, Aristides Shanhakas, Hinsdale. Lane 7, Patrick Curran, Aquajets. Lane 8, Kyle Reichlich of Rise. And a dandy race shaping up here. And now the C final. Lane 1, Samuel Wolf of Badger. Lane 2, Luke Hill, Schrader. Lane 3, Isaiah Ayers, West Fargo. Lane 4, Gunnar Severson, Shorewood. In lane 5, Ian Steffen of Minnesota. Lane 6, Ian's teammate, John Ballard. Lane 7, Brody Engelstad of West Fargo. And lane 8, Noah Palinkovich, FMC. Ian Steffen of the Gophers pushing the pace in lane 5. Teammate John Ballard's going to have a nice 150 split as well. John Ballard under 30. The juniors cut is 154. And the heat belongs to John Ballard, 155.6. Gunnar Severson of Shorewood, nice 155.7. Here are the swimmers in the B final. In lane 1, Tyler Bardock swimming unattached. In lane 2, Hudson Newberg, Iowa Flyers. Lane 3, Micah Davis, Aquajets. Lane 4, Reese Juice of Glenbrook. Lane 5, Lucas McGann, North Suburban. Lane 6, Grant Fries of Ozaki. Lane 7, Parker Chan, FMC. And lane 8, Eli Spivak of Rise. B final, consolation final. Twins at the 100, Micah Davis and Reese Juice. Hudson Huberg of the Iowa Flyers make it a bit out of lane 2. And pulling away here in the last 30 meters is Reese of Glenbrook. And there it is, a 154.50. Less than a half second away from that junior national cut. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the blocks your championship finalists in the men's 200 freestyle. Swimming in lane 1 from the University of Minnesota, Jaden Edmondson. In lane 2 from Minnesota, Tyler Hansen. In lane 3 from Schrader, Ethan Schutten. In lane 4, our top qualifier from Hornet, Luke Vatev. Lane 5 from FMC is Maximus Getch. Lane 6 from Hinsdale, Henry Guo. In lane 7 from Minnesota, Luke Mahalik. In lane 8 from Ozaki, Aiden Terrasas. Championship final. Juniors cut 154.09. Ethan, Luke, and Max were all under that time this morning. And it was really tight. The 6, 7, and 8 places in this heat, 155.02, 03, and 04. And ninth place was 55.05. You just can't give away a single 100. Max Getch out 53.3. Max a full second faster than he was this morning, and looks like he's going to make it hold up. And our 100 free champion makes it 2 for 2, 149.75. That is a senior cut for Max Getch. Congratulations, Max. Our next event is the women's 400 meter IM D final. In lane 1, Chandler Offerman of Riptide. Lane 2, Elena Biebel, St. Croix. Lane 3, Cambry Draper, Aqua Storm. Lane 4, Sylvia Deladuca, New Trier. In lane 5, Audrey Saris, Riptide. Lane 6, Scout McQueen, Woodson Y. Lane 7, Maeve Prizatka, Hinsdale. And lane 8, Emma Fellman of Minnesota. halfway through. And a nice lead for Scout McQueen. And Scout making it hold up here. A little faster than she was this morning. And 3 seconds ahead of her qualifying swim. And the question is, can Scout hang on? We got a challenge here from Elena Biebel in lane 2. Oh yeah, Scout at the flags, and she's in 5:09. Actually, some nice times within striking distance of that futures cut. If futures cuts weren't due Sunday night or Monday night. All right, now for the C final. Lane 1, Dylan Jorgensen, FMC. Lane 2, Dylan's teammate Haley Johnson. Lane 3, from Riptide, Caroline Mulrooney. Lane 4, from Sam's, Mia Seidel. Lane 5, Mia's teammate Logan Haverman. Lane 6, from Cyclone Swim Club in Iowa, Abigail Crum. Lane 7, from New Trier, Maeve Atwood. Lane 8, Sioux Falls, Sophia Huber. Abigail leading the pack here. Really tight race though with Sophia in lane 8. But wow, what a pullout by Abigail. And Abigail turns first. She was a 112 coming home this morning. Logan in lane 5 was a 113 coming home. Futures cut 5:07.29. And there it is, a 5:06.3 for Abigail. And now here are the B finalists, consolation finalists. Lane 1, Kylie Thompson, FMC. Lane 2, Josefa Moody of Edina. Lane 3, Stella Bouchard of Riptide. In lane 4, Alicia Sosnicka, Rise. Lane 5, Imogen Duffy of Hinsdale. Lane 6, Stella Succi from Edina. Lane 7, Kira Mullins, University of Minnesota. And lane 8, Anya Peck of Cyclone. Consolation final. Alicia Zanika, our top qualifier in this heat, just missed futures cut this morning, going 5:07.49. Her next door neighbor in lane 5, Imogen Duffy, also just tenths away. So we'll keep an eye on the middle of the pool here. Stella in 3, Alicia in 4, Imogen in 5, Stella in lane 6, all with a real good shot at that junior cut. what fun is this? 6 women, all within a couple seconds of each other with 150 meters to go. Kara Mullins was first at the 300, but by just hundredths of a second. Kara came home in a 1:11.5 this morning. Turning first, Stella Succi. And Stella really putting together a terrific last 100. And we're going to see a futures cut for Stella. Also under the cut, Kira, Imogen, Alicia, Stella Bouchard, all under the futures cut. And that's just the B final. And now let's meet the swimmers in the championship final of the women's 4 IM. Swimming in lane 1 from Aquajets, Francis Muir. In lane 2 from North Suburban, Ellie Bina. In lane 3 from St. Croix, Torin McGillis. In lane 3, our top qualifier from Edina, Kate Pulaski. In lane 5 from the University of Minnesota, Grace Drabot. In lane 6 from Minnesota, Peyton Ross. In lane 7 from Lake Forest, Maddie King. And in lane 8 from Aquajets, Morgan Thompson. We had 2 times under the junior national cut this morning. Kate in 4, Grace in 5. The cut is 5:00.29, so Torin McGillis of St. Croix, very close. Peyton Ross of Minnesota, very close. Ellie Bina of North Suburban, very close. Peyton Ross pushing the fly pretty good. She was 106 this morning. 106.5, she's 106.1 tonight. Peyton's going to want to build a little bit of a lead here, as both Grace Strabot in 5 and Kate Pulaski in 4 solid breaststrokers. Peyton turning at 223. Peyton just a little bit slower than she was this morning. Torin McGillis swimming well in the breaststroke. And don't forget that Torin was back in a 108 this morning. Torin, Grace, and Kate all split 108s in their freestyle this morning. Hard to tell, of course, how hard they were going. Peyton still hanging in there. It's going to be tight. Kate and Grace right together. Torin and Peyton right together. Kate with a nice wall. And just think 5 minutes for that junior national cut. Grace Strabot challenging here. Can Kate respond? Even at the flags. And Grace Strabot. Good touch, 456.8. Kate 456.9. Nationals cut for Torin McGillis. Congratulations. And now we move on to the men's 400-yard individual vigilante. G final. In lane 1, Reese Haycraft, Aquajets. Lane 2, Jordan Coe, New Trier. Lane 3, Henry Botten, North Suburban. In lane 4, Thomas Gardy, New Trier. Lane 5, Thomas's teammate Donald Kennedy. Lane 6, Rowan Irwin, Minnetonka. Lane 7, Sam Swanson of Velocity Aquatics. And lane 8, Charlie Mason, swimming unattached. Quick reminder that we will be presenting awards following this event, not this heat, but the championship final in the 400 IM for men. We'll present the awards for the 200 free and the 400 IM. So we ask that our championship finalists make their way to the awards ready area by the tent and check in. Jordan Coe of New Trier looking real good. He had a solid breaststroke this morning. Came back in a 110 and a half. And he is way ahead of his morning swim. And things are getting a little tight here. Rowan Irwin challenging. And Rowan throws down a great last 100 in a 450. 0.81. And now, C final. In lane 1, Michael Marsh, FMC. Lane 2, Britton Paty, Siouxland Wave. Lane 3, Josh Heckler of Edina. Lane 4, Will Jabs, Minnetonka. In lane 5, Everett Pumphrey, New Trier. Lane 6, Samuel Riley, Sioux Falls. Lane 7, Aiden Dunn, FMC. And lane 8, Alvin Yang, Edina. And we're going to see Josh Heckler of Edina in the lead here with 100 to go. Josh about 3 seconds ahead of where he was this morning. But we've got challenges in lane 4, Will Jobs. Lane 1, Michael Marsh. And lane 6, Samuel Riley. Samuel, Will, and Michael all turning at 4:16 with 50 to go. And Michael Marsh with a nice swim, a 4:47. We have had a cell phone turned in. There is a picture, your screensaver is a coach leaning over the rail or somebody leaning over the rail talking to a swimmer. There's also a message waiting from your parole officer. Nice flowered. We found it. All right, next heat B final. In lane 1, Luke Norman of FMC. In lane 2, from Barrington, Luke Keller. Lane 3, from Waukesha, Benjamin Wiskotsky. Lane 4, from FMC, Kyle Algrim. Lane 5, from Aqua Jets, Mark Jacoby Crone. Lane 6, from Wildkit Swimming, Jonas Nissan. Lane 7, from Aqua Jets, Xiaowen Shua. And lane 8, from FMC, Ryan Fours. We believe this phone belongs to someone named Alex. And best backstroke belongs to Benjamin Wisotsky. Benjamin a couple seconds faster than he was this morning. And Benjamin really putting the hammer down here. Now a full 5 seconds ahead of his prelim time. He came home this morning in a 105. If he can improve on that, he could nab that futures cut of 442.4. Come on, Benjamin, let's get this. And there it is, 441.87. A futures cut for Benjamin Wisocki. And now let's meet the swimmers in the championship final. Swimming in lane 1 from FMC, Alex Parkinson. Lane 2 from FMC, Gabrielle Palenkovic. In lane 3 from Hinsdale, Patrick Bennington. In lane 4, our top qualifier from AquaJets, Jerry Jua. In lane 5 from the University of Minnesota, Jaden Heinlein. Lane 6 from Hornet, Matthew Vatev. Lane 7 from Shorewood, Gunnar Severson. And in lane 8 from Edina, Hunter Ridding. Championship final. Pretty much everybody cruised in the prelims, adding time, with the exception of Matthew Vatev, who improved on what was obviously an ancient seed time, dropping 15 seconds. And Jerry Shua, big lead, 2:09 at the 200. Couple seconds ahead of his prelim swim. It was in the second half that Jerry cashed in on some relaxation. Patrick Bennington of Hinsdale looking pretty good right now for the silver medal. We'll see how everybody goes freestyle. Juniors cut 4:33. The futures cut 4:42. And Jerry really kicking it down now. And Jerry 4:27.4. And here's Patrick 4:36. And we've got a futures cut for Hunter Ridding. Also, and Gabriel Palinkovic, a futures cut. Congratulations, gentlemen. We ask that our championship finalists please make their way to awards ready so we can present the awards. And fans, you can enjoy the waltz of the chairs as our timers make ready for the awards presentation. This would be a great time to offer up a round of thank you applause to our timers who, for not much more than a t-shirt and a nice dinner, are helping us tonight. Thank you, timers. I'd like to congratulate our para 200 freestyle champion, Tiara Bower. And now presenting the awards, please welcome to the podium our championship finalists in the women's 200-meter freestyle. Finishing in 8th place from Waukee, Charlotte Qualley. In 7th place from Edina, Libby McCarthy. In 6th place from Schrader, Ann Dickinson. In 5th place from the Iowa Flyers, Jade Roger. In 4th place from Reach Aquatics, Ellie Patla. Third, from Iowa, Nora Kemp. In second place, from Edina, Adeline Biegler. And our 2025 Speedo sectional champion with a winning time of 2:01.19 from the University of Minnesota, Katie McCarthy. Congratulations, Katie, and your fellow champ finalists. And once again, women's and men's 400 IM champ finalists, please make your way to awards ready. And now please welcome to the podium our championship finals in the men's 200 freestyle. Finishing in 8th place from Ozaki, Aiden Terrasas. In 7th place from Minnesota, Luke Mahalik. In 6th place from Minnesota, Jaden Edmondson. In 5th place from Schrader, Ethan Shutton. In 4th place from Hinsdale, Henry Guo. In 3rd place from the University of Minnesota, Tyler Hansen. 2nd place from Hornet, Luke Vatev. And our 2025 Speedo sectional champion with a winning time of 1:49.75 from FMC Aquatic in Illinois, Maximus Getch. Congratulations, Max, and congrats to all your fellow 200 freestyle finalists. Thank you, gentlemen. And now, please welcome to the podium our championship finalists in the women's 400-yard individual medley. Finishing in 8th place from Aquajets, Morgan Thompson. In 7th place from North Suburban, Ellie Vina. In 6th from Aquajets, Francis Muir. In 5th place from Lake Forest, Maddie King. In 4th place from the University of Minnesota, Peyton Ross. In 3rd place with a junior's cut from St. Croix, Torin McGillis. In 2nd place, also a junior's cut from Edina, Kate Pulaski. And our 2025 Central Zone North Speedo sectional champion with a winning time of 4:56.86 from the University of Minnesota, Grace Draymond. And now, please welcome to the podium the championship finalists in the men's 400-yard individual medley. In 8th place from Shorewood, Gunnar Severson. In 7th place from FMC, Alex Parkinson. 6th place from Edina, Hunter Ridding. In 5th place from FNC, Gabriel Palinkovich. In 4th place from Hornet, Matthew Vatev. 3rd place from the University of Minnesota, Jaden Heinlein. In 2nd place from Hinsdale, Patrick Bennington. And our 2025 Speedo sectional champion with a winning time of 4:27.44 from Aquajets, Jerry Shua. Congratulations, Jerry, and also to your fellow 400 IM finalists. And now let's welcome our timers back as we prepare for the 100-meter backstroke para-final. Our next event is the women's 100-meter backstroke para-final, swimming in lane 4 from the YMCA of Dane County, Tiara Bower. Heat 1. At the Para-National Championships in Boise earlier this summer, Tiara swam 200 backstroke, but did not swim the 100. So a chance today for a good one. She was 144.1 this morning, a little bit off of her PR, but a solid swim and well split. Out in 50.4, back in 53.8. That's pretty good splits. as we saw in the 200 earlier today, this is her fourth swim of the day. But keeping the turnover going. "25 meters to go." All right, Tiara, time to bring up the legs. Turnover still strong. All right, folks, let's bring Tiara in here. We love our para-athletes. And there it is, 1:47.34. Solid swim for Tiara's fourth swim of the day. Congratulations, Tiara. And now event 13, the women's 100-meter backstroke D final. Could we please get a hand here in lane 4? Last ounce of energy. In lane 1, Abby Uhl, Reach Aquatics. Lane 2, Sarka Canning, Park City. Lane 3, Bobby Simmons, Aquajets. Lane 4, Lexi Goldstone, Hinsdale. Lane 5, Lauren Killalea, Minnetonka. Lane 6, Amy Meyer, Waukesha. Lane 7, Rachel Brzezinski, Waukesha. Lane 8, Kate Schaffel of Iowa. And 105s drops from this morning. And now this C final. Everybody in this heat with the futures cut. Lane 1, Rachel Ritter, Sioux Falls. Lane 2, Riley Gojkovic, Waukee. In lane 3, Corinna Miller, FMC. Lane 4, Elizabeth Beam, Iowa. Lane 5, Jane Johnson of Elmbrook. Lane 6, Hannah Cousins, Iowa. Lane 7, Hayden Bailey, Waukee. And lane 8, Sienna Wilson of Rise. And some nice times. 104.7 for Hannah Cousins. 104.9 for Hayden Bailey. And now let's meet the swimmers in the B final. Swimming in lane 1. From Lake Country, Audrey Faulkner-Wargel. Lane 2, from Waukee, Charlotte Qualley. Lane 3, from Aquajets, Claire Wilkie. In lane 4, from Verona, Olivia Sina. In lane 5, from Minnesota, Faith Johnson. Lane 6, from Verona, Maisie Paradis. Lane 7, Schrader's Ariana Zhao. And in lane 8, from Minnetonka, Morgan Rather. Consolation final. As we told you this morning during prelims, this event is loaded. The junior cut, 104.29. Every swimmer in this heat has got a shot. Our top seed, Olivia, 104.32. Our 8th seed, Morgan, with a 104.95. So we'll see who turns and burns at 30 point. They've got a shot. Faith Johnson, first to put her feet on the wall. We're looking for a 104.29. At the flags, it's Faith. At the wall, Faith Johnson, 103.7. Juniors cut. 103.95 for Olivia. A 104.1 for Claire. All juniors cuts. Congratulations. And now, let's meet the swimmers in the championship final. All with junior national cuts just to make the final. Swimming in lane 1 from the Iowa Flyers, Kennedy Gilbertson. In lane 2 from Sea Devils, Lily Van Heel. In lane 3 from Aquajets, Libby Baker. Lane 4 from Schrader, Margaret Dickinson. Lane 5 from Schrader, Alana Berlin. In lane 6 from the University of Minnesota, Ava Yablonsky. Lane 7 from Sioux Falls, Lydia Solatki. And in lane 8 from the University of Minnesota, Elizabeth Jacobs. Championship final. Senior national cut 102.19. Margaret Dickinson achieved that this morning. Alana Berlin, Libby Baker all look like they're making a run at this. Even Lydia Soldaki in lane 7 looking good. It's going to be tight. And the big finish for Margaret. (101.72), her best time. Next up, the men's 100 backstroke, the D final. In lane 1 from FMC, Parker Chan. In lane 2 from Waukee, Lathan Shikarath. Lane 3 is Jovan Mihailovic of FMC. Lane 4, Logan Engelstad, West Fargo. Lane 5, Danny Bai, North Suburban. Lane 6, Nathan Carr, Aquajets. Lane 7, Frank Adamo, FMC. And lane 8, Benjamin Wisotsky, Waukesha. And 59.04 and 5/100ths of a second later, Logan Engelstad. Milestone swims for Lathan, Jovan, Logan, Danny, and Frank. And now the C final. In lane 1, Parker Macho. Lane 2, that's Parker's from Iowa Flyers. Lane 2, John Trosper, Waukee. Lane 3, Jude Hill Schrader. Lane 4, Trace Smith of Waukesha. Lane 5, Patrick Curran, Aquajets. Lane 6, Andrew Gundrum, Elmbrook. Lane 7, Dylan Alt of Waukee. And lane 8, Luke Thomas, Elmbrook. a tight one, Jude Hill of Schrader, 58-50. And now let's meet the swimmers in the B final. In lane 1, Marcus Witkowski of Reach. Lane 2, Henry Guo, Hinsdale. Lane 3, Robert Rosenbaum of Barrington. Lane 4, Hayden Hakes, Iowa Flyers. Lane 5, Alexander Sadowski, Rise. Lane 6, Levi Tipton, Chicago Wolfpack. Lane 7, Matt Peich, unattached out of Wyoming. And lane 8, Jaden Edmondson of the University of Minnesota. Consolation final. Like the women, this event is loaded. You had to make a futures cut just to swim at night. This heat, all futures cuts with people that could make a run at the junior national time of 58.19. And there's the first contender, Levi Tipton of the Chicago Wolfpack, 27:40. Here comes Hayden in lane 4. Remember, we're looking for a 58.19. And there it is. Junior cut for Hayden, for Robert Rosenboom, for Levi Tipton. Congratulations, gentlemen. And now let's welcome to the starting blocks the swimmers in our championship final. 100 back. Swimming in lane 1 from Schrader, Emilio Perez Carrasco. In lane 2 from South Metro Storm, Ethan Kosin. Lane 3 from Northeastern, Aiden Gerst. Lane 4 from Schrader, Samuel Lorenz. In lane 5 from Waukee, Nicholas Rounds. Lane 6 from Minnesota, Ryan Slonek. In lane 7 from Minnesota, John Watson. And in lane 8 from the Hornets, Luke Vatev. Championship final. The pool record in this event, 52.83, set by Golden Gopher Olympian David Plummer. The senior cut, 55.69 in this event. Samuel Lorenz was 55.3 this morning. We'll see who wants to join him. Samuel with a slight lead. Nicholas and Ryan right there. Samuel 55.11. 55.63 for Nicholas Rounds. Senior cut, congratulations. And a 55.71 for Ryan Slonek, 2/100ths of a second away. Official meet time is 7:49. We have a 10-minute break before the relays. And we will resume at 7:59. Pool is open for warm-up if you promise to clear the pool at 7:57. And a quick reminder to our backstroke finalists, and some of you are probably swimming in the relay. We're going to hand out the awards for the backstroke and the free relay following heat number 2 of the men's 400 free relay. We'd like to clear lane 2 for one-way sprints for those in the relay. So let's clear out lane 2. There we go, guys. We're going to dive start sprint in lane 2. Okay, swimmers, if you would please, let's start clearing the pool. Get ready now for the women's 400-yard freestyle relay. Our next event is the event 15, women's 400-meter freestyle relay time final. Heat 1. In lane 1, Verona area A with Harper, Cheyenne, Sophia, and Maisie. Lane 2, Waukee A with Charlotte, Charlie, Catherine, and Hayden. Lane 3, New Trier A with Sylvia, Leah, Margaret, and Ryan. Lane 4, Rocket Aquatics with Emily, Allison, Abigail, and Caden. Lane 5, Hinsdale A with Claire, Cameron, Olivia, and Anna. Lane 6, Sioux Falls A with Lydia, Sophia, Rachel, and Kenzie. Lane 7, Schrader B with Lauren, Ariana, Amanda, and Victoria. And lane 8, Waukesha A with Rowan, Emmy, Evelyn, and Rachel. And New Trier drops anchor with Ryan Vender. And a pretty healthy lead for New Trier. And Ryan brings it home, 355.73. Just a whisker away from that junior national cut. And now, Heat 2. Heat 2. In lane 1, Rise Aquatic A with Sophia, Claire, Maeve, and Lauren. In lane 2, South Metro Storm with Peyton, Lexi, Alex, and Adriana. Lane 3, FMC A with Sarah, Corinna, Nicole, and Camille. Lane 4, Edina A with Adeline, Lydia, Faith, and Libby. Lane 5, Schrader A with Alana, Margaret, Ann, and Gabrielle. Lane 6, Aquajets A with Libby, Bobby, Macy, and Claire. Lane 7, Iowa Flyers with Kennedy, Jade, Anna, and Grayson. And lane 8, Elmbrook A with Kate, Sophia, Caroline, and Jane. $59.34 for Adeline Bigler. Edina's leadoff. About 4/10 behind is Schrader. Margaret Dickinson of Schrader using her height off the wall, pulling even with Lydia Cameron. And Schrader's Ann Dickinson and Edina's Faith Lama hit the water together. And Schrader pulling ahead just a little bit. But now here comes Faith. Schrader by a whisker. And Schrader will anchor with Gabrielle Lapine. And Edina will anchor with the 100 freestyle champion, Libby McCarthy. And 3:49.2. Junior national cut for Edina for Schrader for Iowa Flyers. Our next event, event 16, the men's 400-meter freestyle relay time final. Heat 1. In lane 1, Aquajets B with Ben, Noah, Jerry, and Connor. Lane 2, Iowa Flyers B with Ethan, Christopher, Oliver, and Max. Lane 3, FMC B with Noah, Lachlan, Frank, and Patrick. In lane 4, Hinsdale B with Jack, Tate, Patrick, and Jonathan. Lane 5, West Fargo Flyers A with Logan, Isaiah, Isaac, and Brody. Lane 6, Hornet Age Group Swim Club A with Matthew, Luke, Milos, and Luke. Lane 7, Sioux Falls A with Tyler, Brock, Owen, and Samuel. Lane 8 is Elmbrook A with Andrew, Luke, Owen, and Logan. And no surprise, Hornet in the lead with Matthew and Luke. Batev, their leadoff swimmers. Junior's cut is a 3:33.59. And a pretty hot start for Milos Pavlovich. And the Hornets will drop anchor with Luke Conley. Hornets and West Fargo both on track to be under that junior national cut. Brody Engelstad bringing home West Fargo. 3:33.17. That is the cut. 3:33.43 for the Hornets. Junior national cut. Congratulations. Heat 2. In lane 1, Minnetonka A with William, James, Reese, and Ben. All the teams in this heat are A teams. Lane 2 is Rise Aquatic with Yuri, Kyle, Eli, and Dan. Lane 3, Hinsdale with Teddy, Henry, Aristides, and Brandon. Lane 4, Schrader with Ethan, Samuel, Jude, and John. Lane 5, FMC with Parker, Matthew, Jovan, and Max. Lane 6, the Iowa Flyers with Hudson, Parker, Winston, and Hayden. Lane 7, Aqua Jets with Jerry, Patrick, Drew, and Micah. Lane 8, Woodson Y with Keaton, David, Camden, and Blake. At the midway point, Schrader, the nice lead thanks to Ethan and Samuel, who will hand off to Jude Hill. Aqua Jets making some noise over in lane 7. This is Drew Plouffe. And Drew and Jude turn right together. Schrader will anchor with John Brostowitz. Aqua Jets will anchor with Micah Davis. And Aqua Jets hanging on with Micah Davis. 3:28.35. We need the coach for the West Fargo Flyers, please, to the resolution desk. The coach from the West Fargo Flyers to the resolution desk, and the championship finalists in the women's and men's 100 backstroke to awards ready, please. We'll present awards for the women's and men's 100 back, and also the women's and men's 4x100 freestyle relay. We just need our top 3 teams in the free relay. So Iowa, Schrader, and Edina on the women's side. And on the men's side, it will be Aqua Jets, FMC, and Rise. Once again, the top 3 relay teams will make the podium. But we do need our top 8 backstrokers. Competition pool is closed. Diving well will remain open for a bit. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium our championship finalists in the women's 100-meter backstroke. Finishing in 8th place from the Iowa Flyers, Kennedy Gilbertson. In 7th from the University of Minnesota, Elizabeth Jacobs. In 6th from